Hey guys, it's Sophie. Welcome to our week one Zine Team recap. If you weren't able to make it to the Zoom meeting that we had today, don't worry about it. It was really short, and I'll definitely go over what we talked about. Um, so, first and foremost, we are the Zine Team. Woo! So, this is an example of a zine I made this past week. As you can see, it's just like a bunch of different photos that I took when I was walking around my neighborhood. I don't know. I think they were just really weird, like encounters or like scenes that I found that I was like, hey, this would make a cool picture. Like this one on the bottom, like this little circle. It's like from a playground that I used to go to a lot, and people threw rocks at this mirror, so now it looks really funky. Or even like this 7-Eleven photo. Um, where is it? There it is. Um, I don't know. It just seemed like something I would see on Instagram. So I was like, this looks cool. So I went ahead and I made a zine. And if you don't know what a zine is, it's like, I think if you Google it, it's a mini magazine. But really, it can be anything. It's just a giant piece of paper that's been folded again, and then people cut a hole in it so you're able to fold it just like this. And then you have a book. Here's an example of a different zine. It's called Google Map Poems, and my friend Peg made it. So basically, it's just like a bunch of Google locations on Google Maps, and then she makes poetry with them. Very literal, but it's nice. It's fun. It's kind of quirky. It's silly, and I think that's what this project needs. It needs something fun. It needs something like goofy, kind of funky. And I think a zine would be like perfect for that. Especially since we're like dealing with history, and history sometimes either seems really daunting or really boring. And sometimes it's both. And when we're dealing with, well, this history that we're talking about is oral history. So people telling us their stories and telling us how they lived during a certain time. And I think we should be doing the same. Us as young people have experiences, we have feelings, we have emotions, we know how to feel about a certain time, especially with everything going on in the world right now. It's super hectic, it seems super chaotic, and I think it's important for us to check in with ourselves and see how we feel about the community, like how we feel within our own community. Do we feel safe? Do we feel secure? Do we feel like we can be listened to or heard? Do we identify with the people who we surround ourselves with? And that's in itself documenting history. You are super integral to the way the world works. And that might be getting a little bit deep, but I mean that honestly. So what I want you guys to do as an assignment for our first week is to take your phone and create an album on your phone. You can either add existing photos that you already have, but I would encourage you greatly to take photos of everything and anything. Take photos of your bedroom and the things that you think are really special. Take pictures of maybe your family members if they're okay with that, but your living room, your kitchen, the backyard. Maybe go on a walk to decompress and get yourselves out of the house. Go on a walk to like your favorite places to visit, or maybe not even your favorite places to visit, just the places that you see every day normally when we weren't pre-quarantine, like the corner store or like your favorite place to hang out or to get food. Maybe that's a little far, but you kind of get the gist. Look for like really strange places or things. Like here, there's like a bunch of people doing construction, and there's just a giant pile of rocks that I normally don't ever see there. So that seemed kind of odd to me. And just like be present, be there, and really just take pictures of anything. It's kind of fun. Um, so yeah, um, and I want each one of us to make our own separate zine, and it can really be about anything. Um, if you have any writing that you want to include, or maybe during this week, find yourself you're writing a poem, and it doesn't even have to be a poem. It can be like yesterday I took a shower and it felt great. Or the other day, my mom told me that when she was a kid, she liked to go running in this specific part of town. And I thought that was really cool. And it doesn't have to be anything super clean, super poetic. It just has you just have to be it just has to be something that you feel. If you feel that you're connected to a certain thing, that's great. And you should take that and you should run with it. Keep that with you. And then next week, we'll go ahead and check in again, hopefully over Zoom, and I can see more of you guys. If not, that's totally fine. I get that we all have different schedules and it's kind of hard to be online right now because everything's online and you need a break. So I get it. Um, but yeah, other than that, let me think. Oh, this is important. So right now, we're just in the beginning searching stage. You don't have to have anything concrete. Later on in the weeks, we'll go ahead and find more stuff to like make a more concrete zine. And I'm going to try to find some software that we can all use to create a really nice zine. If not, we'll work around it. But other than that, if you weren't at the meeting today, that's totally fine. Go ahead and check in with me. And it could be like a quick group me, just tell me how you've been, how you've been feeling, maybe like a cool movie or cartoon episode that you saw today or tomorrow. Anytime. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling. Or just something interesting, maybe like a really weird fact that you know. I love weird facts. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Um, Stay safe. The world's freaking crazy right now. But that doesn't mean that everything that's going on isn't valid. It's just really hectic. But yeah, stay safe. Waiting to hear from you guys. Yeah.